Another one of the features available with endpoint security and data protection is the client firewall. Client firewall is installed and managed from the enterprise console. All the policies are built from there, and the idea of that really is to give you a lot more control over what your firewall policies are and how you're deploying them. Another one of the benefits of this is that it is location aware, so it knows whether your user is connected to your internal network or whether they're outside. So what we'll do is we'll take a very brief look at how we would set up an initial firewall policy and what the options are that are available, and also some of the advantages to managing your firewall policy in this way. So if I open a firewall policy, it initially brings up a wizard to allow me to create that policy for the first time, and I'll just step through that now. So the first thing it asks me, how do I want to set up the file? Do I want it for single location or dual location? Dual location it would generally be used for laptop machines that leave the network and go to other places. So I'm going to choose that option in this case. And I also have two methods of identifying whether the machine is connected to the network or not, either by a DNS gateway address or by a gateway MAC address as well. So in this case, I'm going to choose DNS. And now I've got four options for how the firewall will actually work. Will it block everything? Will it only block inbound traffic? Will it just run in a monitoring mode? I can also customize the mode that it runs in as well. In this case, I'm just going to choose monitor mode. Now what monitor basically means is it will allow all unknown traffic, but for other rules that I've already created, it will apply those rules. This is really useful when you're first setting up the policy. It means you don't have to necessarily block everything. It means you can see what would be blocked and then decide whether you want to allow those as part of the policy or not. So that's quite a useful feature. So we're going to leave that in monitor mode. And then an option whether we want to allow file and printer sharing or not. Obviously for machines that are connected to the network, generally speaking, you would want them to be able to see each other and printers across the network. So we're going to say allow for that. And we have exactly the same options for our secondary location. So I'm going to choose the same option, in this case monitor. I may decide that actually when the machine's outside the network, I want to be a bit looser and just block inbound traffic and allow all outbound traffic, for example. And I'm going to block file and printer sharing in this instance in case they connect in a public place where I don't want their machine to be visible to other people. And that's it. A firewall policy created in some very, very simple steps, and really just a base for you to build on without you having to make something that's very complex and detailed.